Mai, I also need you to help me toggle one option. You know this share screen option?
Yes.
Yeah. The other account, which you see here, Lloyd Peng.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need you to change the share screen option to everyone.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, change it. Sorry for the trouble.
No worries.
Right, hi, good evening everyone. This is Lloyd speaking. So let's, without further ado, let me go to some charts. I think today I've spotted some reversals that might happen this week. So let's have a look at them. Let me see where are my charts. There we go. Right. So first of the list is actually Aussie Cat. Yeah, so you can see that on the weekly bar we have a very nice test bar, a rejection bar. Yeah. So what happens is that on the 4-hour time frame, in fact, you can see that price actually is breaking above already. I'm quite excited about it. So once on the H4, this is, so you can see on the line here, this is previous week, sorry, closing or opening, whichever that is. Yeah. So in fact, we can actually look to jump into this trade for tomorrow daily bar. Yeah, for the 4-hour, we are kind of late for it already. Yeah, otherwise, you can always wait for a retest. Yeah, so Aussie Cats looks to be pretty prospective. Cat Yen, let me jump on the weekly chart. So you can see Cat Yen, what we have is a bullish bar. There we go. Can draw some lines over here. Yeah, so we have a bullish bar followed by a bearish and then a bearish rejection bar. Now, what caught my interest for this is actually you can see that a couple of weeks back we have an RSI overbought. Price broke, came back for a nice retest. Please remember this is a weekly chart. Yeah, and then price seems to be flowing down. On top of that, looking at my, so you can see that price is sloping downwards, and this is the good part about the MACD is that it concurs with whatever I'm looking at. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking to actually trade short for Cat Yen this week in terms of a reversal signal. So for on 4-hour, what we can see here is that price might possibly give us a lower high already, come back. Yeah, so if you want to be more conservative, you can wait for price to actually break this level, retest, and then we are good to go. Yeah, so there are lots of ways of trading this. You can actually jump in straight away, or you can wait for a classic break and retest. Yeah, in any case, price has already given us a lower high already. Yeah, so pretty good about that. Euro Kiwi. Now, personally, whenever I see such huge rejection on the weekly chart, I'm quite excited to trade it. Especially if you look to the left, you can see that price has multiple rejection from the past. Yeah, so that means actually 3 weeks back, I'm actually looking to short this. Just that it didn't really give me any opportunity to enter. So now this week we get another opportunity to enter. So when you look at the 4-hour time frame, voila, this is what we have over here. So you can see that this was a huge rejection. This is, by the way, a weekly bar that's displayed over in the 4-hour time frame. Price goes up, get whacked down. So very, very effectively, this is our horizontal level. Yeah. So once price actually break this level, come back for a retest, I'm good to go for a short. Yeah. It's without questions. Now, this bar will actually, prior that, over here, this bar would been a good opportunity to go short already. Very nice rejection. Fortunately, I'm not at home. I couldn't take this bar, so I have to wait for the second best setup. Euro Kiwi, power odd, displaying very, very similar tendencies, I think. There you can see against power odds, very, very nice rejection bar on the weekly time frame. So on the H4, we are looking for exactly the same thing as with all of my other setups. So you can see that this was the weekly time frame rejections. So what I'm waiting for is for price to actually break this level, and then I break and retest, and then I'm good to go for a short. Now, you may see other analysis for power odd that I may have posted. Please bear in mind that I have different mindsets for in terms of trading range breakout, in terms of trading reversal, in terms of trading trend trading. All right. So we need, if you are going to trade different strategies altogether, you need to have different mindsets. You need to adopt different mindsets. Yeah. If you are unable to do that, then I would strongly suggest you not to trade strategies which is against your primary strategy. Kiwi cat. Wait a minute, why did I highlight this? Yep. So again, engulfing rejection bar. This is one of the better price actions that I would always love to jump in. Price seems to have already traveled quite a fair bit already. So when we look at the 4-hour time frame, this is what we have. So for me, the issue is that I don't get a good break bar. Yeah. So I can't really jump into this bar. It's really a nice engulfing bar. Yeah, just that it doesn't satisfy the way that I trade strategy for my own. Yeah. So it actually stops right before the horizontal level, and then price had a really minor break. So I have to do, what I have to do is to wait for a retest of the horizontal level or a higher low. Then I'll be very, very comfortable to go in. And the last is surprisingly S&P 500. So this will be the very, very classic RSI oversold we can see. And this actually happened twice in the past. No, not twice in the past, sorry. It happened in the past before. So I'm very, very looking forward to short S&P down to the horizontal level at least. Yeah. For now, on the 4-hour time frame, we don't exactly have a setup. So this was the weekly bar over here. So what I'm waiting for is for price to actually break, and then I'll be keen to go for a short position. So we shall see what happens for the S&P trades. Yeah. So these are the few pairs that I'm looking for to trade a reversal. Okay, so today I'm going to share an application, not an indicator, but rather an application. So I can make use of my tablets. So guys, just give me a minute. This is about the first time I've tried to do it. So let me locate my Zoom applications. Yeah, I have it. Voila. Yep, I think I have seen it. So this application that I'm going to share, so which is named as DrugDo. Okay. Before I go to that, my bad. Right, so what we have over here at DrugDo, this application I've checked, is available both on iPads, for Apple and Android. Yeah. And just look at some of the description that we have here. So pretty high ratings on the Google Store. Yeah. So what I like about this DrugDo is that I'm sure some of you have already seen us charting our trades on the other platform, TradingView. Yeah. I love TradingView. The only issue that I have with TradingView is that it does not allow me to set up too many price alerts for horizontal levels. Yeah, that is kind of frustrating for me. Yeah, I think for free user, I'm only allowed to give about 2 to 3 alerts. That's about it. Yeah, but DrugDo actually allows me to set up to about 10 alerts. Yeah, so that's it. I think 10 is more than enough for me. So you can look at some of the reviews. Overall, I think it's pretty good. And it has lots of indicators that some of you might like it. Yeah. So the good thing about DrugDo is that it actually allows you to customize your own indicator. That means you can actually combine a few indicators to make it into one. Yeah, but that's actually a paid function. And this is the website for it, which you can just go drugdo.com and read up more about it. Yeah. So it's quite user friendly. I've tried using it for a while. So let me change over. Okay, yeah. So I've just launched the application. This is how it looks like. Let me switch over to a horizontal view. You're more comfortable with that. Right, so straight away on the screen, you can see that it actually allows you to view different time frames. Yeah, not the usual time frame whereby we're used to. So in this screen, you can actually view the 2 hour, 3 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour time frame. I find this useful, especially if you're trading price actions, but you're unable to trade at the given timing that MT4 offers. Yeah. So, and if you're working, then sometimes the 6 hour time frame might be better, or the 12 hour time frame. Yeah. So instead of looking at the daily time frame, which is really most of you who are working, you're really relegated to that. The 12 hour time frame might be a choice for you. Yeah. It allows you to get it slightly compared to a daily time frame, in essence 12 hours earlier. Yeah. And you can actually trade off the 12-hour price actions. It allows you to view in that manner. So one chart which I've shared today in the group is actually the pound Kiwi. Where do I have it? Yeah. So this is what I've shared in the group. The price has been making consistent higher, not say consistent, but I would say noticeable higher high and higher low. And then this is quite a pretty visible trend line that I have. Yeah. So what I'm waiting for is for price to actually bounce off this trend line. So let's go through some of the options that we have. So this pound Kiwi, we can see on the lower left-hand corner. So on the daily time frame, you can look at charts from ranging from 1 day, 2 day to 3 days. Hourly. So let's look at the 12-hour time frame. What does it look like? There we have it. Yeah. It does look pretty similar to a daily one. So let me see if I can go on to a 6-hour time frame. There we have it. So this is what a 6-hour time frame looks like. Yeah. So if some of you have ever entertained the thought of trading slightly different time frame, by the way, 12 hours, 6 hours, this MT5 has it. Just that MT4 does not have it. Yeah. But due to your working commitment, if you're constrained and looking charts at certain timing, then this function might be useful to you. Yeah, so if you have overall done your analysis and you have circled out 5 to 6 charts to trade for the week, yeah, then and all you have are really, really limited timing, then you can consider looking at a 12-hour, 6 hours time frame, which this application DrugDo allows you to look at it. Yeah, otherwise it's pretty hard to visualize. Then on top of that, these are the various indicators. So you got your volume indicator, moving average. So you can actually plot different EMA. So SMA is your smooth moving average. EMA is what I usually use, exponential moving average. Lesser known will be the Hull moving average. That will be known as HMA. Yeah. The last one will be volume weighted moving average, which I don't really use it that much, or rather, I should say I don't use it at all. But anyway, this application has it. If you happen to use any of those moving average, then be happy with it, I guess. So over here, you've got your usual BB is Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci and Harmonics TDI indicators. If you need more, there you have it. Oops, what did I do? That. So these are the different indicators that you can actually add in. So you also got your awesome indicator, there's your AO, rooms, ATR, CCI, and all that. Oops. So this will be your usual oscillators. So it's pretty comprehensive. So you can actually plot your trend lines. So this will be a trend line which I've already used, what you can see, and then horizontal and vertical lines. You also happen to have Fibonacci, and then this is your price range. I don't really use this function, so I don't know what it can be used for. So any of you who out there is trading Harmonics or Elliott Wave, this is the function for it. So, but anyway, I think all these you can actually explore on your own. It has quite a comprehensive sort of indicators that you can add in. Some of the lesser known one like Arun indicators is actually not found in MT4 itself. I think this is level 2. I don't really use it, so I can't really explain. Now, what I really wish to concentrate on is actually the alert functions. Yeah, so I find this actually particularly useful to me. So let's go into it. So pound Kiwi. So this is how it looks like. Alert is active. And then I've chosen one-time alert when the price reaches the specific range. So this is a level I've set 1.95521. So once price actually crosses that level, then it will be sent to me, the alert. So you can actually choose whether price goes up, crosses up, or crosses down. Yeah. Then you can actually use custom settings. Now, the cool thing about this is actually you can see that there's actually 3 settings. So you can enable spoken alerts. That's for me. Send by email. I'm the kind of guy that only check my email once a week, so that's pretty useless. The last one is what I'm interested at. I can send by Telegram. Yeah. And chatting is, I think that's actually the most useful function. Once I've set an alert and I paired my Telegram with this application, price crosses up, it will be sent to my Telegram. Simple. So this is something that you can actually consider using if you need it. Now, this is for the free part. So you can actually add in other kinds of alerts, but most of them actually needs to be paid. If you think it's useful for you, then you can consider paying for it. Later I'll show you the price plans. I don't think it's particularly expensive, especially if you can just help me win 1 or 2 trades a week, then I would think it's well worth it. Yeah. By the way, I'm not a spokesperson for this application. I just find that it's useful. So the first part, alert scripting, you can actually build your own indicator combinations that matches your specific strategy, and once it fits, it actually gives you an alert. So it can also give you an alert based on Bollinger Band crosses, squeeze. This particular one will be useful for some of you. Candlestick patterns. Yeah. So as you can see from above, you can see that this requires a subscription. Yeah. So these are the other kinds that you all have. I understand that some of you actually like to trade what do you call it, reversals itself. Then divergence will be useful for your Harmonics. I've never touched Harmonics. This one would be useful to me. Highs and lows, double top and double bottom. This is something I find particularly useful. And then if you all actually watch Tuesday and Wednesday show Tea and Hot Sauce, then you would have known that I trade inside bar breakup. Yeah. So, but other than the price range alert, which I'm using on my own, crosses a horizontal level, I just need an alert so that I can view the what do you call that, the price movement itself. I think that is useful enough for me. But if you find if there's others that worth your time, you can actually subscribe to it. On top of that, you can actually have news, Forex and crypto news. I think some of you have already listened to who show? Shukri show. Yeah, so this is actually you can find crypto news for here. So let me show you where to get it. Yeah, so this is a subscription plan for it. So obviously I'm on a free plan. You can actually log into 5 devices. Number of technical analysis drawing is unlimited. Indicators per chart is unlimited. Trading view, I think you're only limited to about 3 or 4 indicators on your charts. Anyway, I think that's enough. Any more indicators, I think is overkill. Volume profile, some of you may be interested in using it. I understand Orlando is actually using volume profile. So this is the one that I find particularly useful. I got unlimited notifications per day and 10 alerts. Now, notice this, it is 10 alerts on server side. That means it's not based on your MT4, it's based on their server. So your MT4 no need to be running on VPS. Yeah, so I find that particularly useful. And this is free. If you find that you need more function, then you can apply for, I think the naming is quite funny, but Goldfish Plan. So additional to the free one, you can have alert types for more different indicators. I think that costs about $12 a month. Then you have the Shark plan, advanced indicators. So if any of you uses this, now for those of you who are price action traders, then I would think this is worth it because it includes the candlestick patterns. So you can actually explore more of this yourself. Shall not go on to that. But anyway, if you are interested in trying out this applications, there's a free. You can try one of their plans free of charge, 3 days. So might as well. And if you don't, especially if you want to try out their candlestick notification, yeah. For me personally, I'm happy to just have 10 alerts based on the server side. Yeah. Okay. So let me see some of the questions. Where did my chat go? Okay, here we go. Sanjay, how do I use volume indicator? I myself, I don't really use that much volume based indicator. Though in my past backtest, I find something which is which based visually, I didn't do a comprehensive backtest on that. For any reversal price action, if you have a rising volume, it tends to actually work out better. Yeah. Are you asking about volume indicator or you're asking about volume profile indicator? Because just now what I've shown is actually volume profile. Yeah, but based on volume itself, reversal price action combined with rising volume indicator, it tends to work out better. Yeah. Probably next week I can show you something along that line. Can I cover S&P? Well, let me see S&P. So S&P just now, I just repeat again, is that on the weekly chart you can see that RSI oversold again. So in the past on this level, RSI oversold, you can see, and then price actually reverses. Same thing happened this week. Let me get it. Price went to oversold, so we might have a possible reversal. Yeah, so the best way to look at it is actually go into 4-hour time frame. So this is the low of the weekly bar. So you can actually look to trade a break of the low if the reversal is true. So this is what this is what I'll be looking at. So this part, get a break and retest is what I'll be interested to trade an S&P short. Otherwise, somewhere around here, if you have a reversal price action, then you can actually consider shorting it. Yeah, anyway, on the 4-hour chart, if there's a reversal price action that appears, then this will be a lower high already, second lower high. So this is just purely from technical aspect what I've looked at. Yeah, so don't ask me anything about fundamentals. I cannot give you anything information about it. Right, so there we go. Okay, volume indicator, how S&P. Yep, so that's it for your this week. Check it out, the application, Drakdo, DRAKDOO. Again, I don't receive any sort of payment from it. There's something which I find might be useful, especially if you need horizontal level alerts or trendline alerts, then this would be fantastic. Or any sort of indicator alerts, and then you don't have your MT4 running 24 hours a day. So, because whatever alert they are giving out is based on server side, then it's on their server side. It's not based on your MT4. So the MT4 need not be running on the background. All right, so with that, I'm a bit early today, which is, I think, good for mine. So she need not be chasing me away. So guys, any questions that you all wish for me to clarify? I've taken notes about the volume questions. Let me do some back tests and confirm what I've seen in the past, because I've done one, but that is like a couple of months back. I do not have the results. Yeah. So let me run a simple back test, and then I can actually confirm with you all how you can consider using the volume indicator. Sanjay, just let me confirm it's volume, right? Not volume profile. All right, so with that, if you have no question, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I'll be in next week. One thing, I have actually more things to share with you for MACD, which I've covered, is it last week or 2 weeks back? Yeah, but you see how, when I have the time, I'll go through with you all again. Yeah, more things to explore. So that's the end of the show. Goodbye and thank you.